This is the Nightwolf howling at you, and today we're going to take a look at the G.I. Joe Classified series, Iron Grenadier. This would be part of Destro's personal army in Cobra called the Iron Grenadiers. Surprise, surprise. On the side of the box, we get some really nice artwork of this character, or this army troop builder. On the other side, we get the standard BS crap that they always put on the side. And on the back, we get a nice little view here of the Iron Grenadier in front of some bats and other such things. Although it is funny, though, because they've got this specific logo for the Iron Grenadiers there, but they have this logo on the box. But let's go ahead and open this sucker up. I really hate the packaging. Wow. You know, I'm not really sure what's going on up here, but it looks like the weirdest kind of a tie underneath there. Alright, so our Iron Grenadier here comes with a bunch of extra equipment. We'll go over that real quick. We have a cavalry sword. It's gold. Looks really cool. Looks like it's actually, I think it's actually molded in that plastic. You know, based on the little marks here. And I do believe that is actually different than the ones that came with the Crimson Guard. We have a rather unique revolver-looking pistol. We have some other unique looking gun item. I don't have any clue. I don't think this looks like any gun in existence. Just saying. Then we get back to some more slightly standard looking equipment. And we get a rifle that we have seen come with multiple characters now at this point. While not a sniper rifle, it does have the little legs to help you keep it under control. And the nutsack is colored in red. At least I'm pretty sure we've seen this rifle with other figures. As far as where the equipment goes, now that's going to be an interesting question. I assume the pistol is supposed to go back there. This one probably goes in here. Yep. Alright, we have a sword hole. Sword hole. That's what she said. He also has a helmet. Very World War II era looking. And let's just go ahead and take a good look at that head sculpt right now. These guys are not going to be knocked out from gas here. They're definitely prepared for that sort of contingency already. And the helmet fits on pretty good, although the sword just fell out of its hole. Yep, that sounds like a personal problem there too. Unfortunately, it does not appear as if there are spots to put either one of these weapons other than in his hands. The uniform itself is pretty cool looking too. The harness here, that comes all the way off pretty easily. There's a little peg hole in the back though for the backpack thing. And you'll note they actually did paint some black, glossy black on this charcoal too, just to have other bits stand out more too. So that's actually a really nice job. So we don't have just solid black plastic for everything. They did do paint just to get little parts to stand out, and I appreciate that. Put that back into place. We'll put his helmet back in place as well, and we will try to talk about articulation. I'm going to leave the sword off. I'm sure those will interfere at some point too. The sword definitely would. So the head is on a ball joint here. We have a little bit of give for the chicken neck up there. But we spin that around, look down, look up. The helmet is staying in place pretty well. We have a hinge up and a hinge down. We have a butterfly cut. Getting decent, but not the best range of motion that we've had. Not the worst either. We have the swivel at the bicep, so that's good. We got the double jointed elbow here with the pads colored in different. And if you look here, you can kind of see where it got stuck. Swivel at the wrist. And I can see the hinge in the fist to go up and down, but the design of the wrist is not really allowing movement very well. He has an ab crunch, and now the helmet's finally fallen off. And it's got a real nice ratchet in there. We have a waist swivel, and we can rotate that around. I would say, again, this part here does seem to be interfering with that a bit, however. The skirt piece. I can already tell you that is going to interfere a lot with our leg movements, though. So we can still kick forward at a nice pace. We can kick out about this far with the skirt piece. Let's see, if we bend the skirt piece, we can get a little bit more, but that looks kind of awkward. Although, actually, you know what? It doesn't look too bad if you're posing it like that, but that's going to malform that after a while. We still have the drop-down hips, and they're really got quite a drop down there. We have the thigh cut, and now his gun fell out. We have the double-jointed knee, which, of course, eventually is going to just get caught up in the skirt. We do have a boot cut. Actually, he looks like he's using the same boots as the Crimson Commanders did. Or Crimson Guard. I know I've seen these boots before. I am positive I've seen these boots before. Although I guess maybe what I'm thinking of is one where the little upcut was on the front, not the side. Surprisingly enough, they have a little buckle detail there at the ankle. Where we do have a hinge and a spin. So articulation is pretty good. Movement is good. I guess it's the same thing. This is another one of those things, though, where, you know, he had the same basic Cobra background, and I think they should have done a different design for the subset. I think, because, you know, remember, when they first did the Python Patrol for Target, they did have their own, Tiger Force and Python Patrol both had their own backing, and I think they should do that with the subsets like this. However, let's take a look at the file card from the 1980s. Codename Iron Grenadiers. Destro's Elite Troopers. Specialties: terrorism, sales, and marketing development. That is a unique group of specialties there. The Iron Grenadiers are handpicked from Destro's personal bodyguards. They are the spearhead of Destro's incursions into new territory. The Iron Grenadiers, acting as agents, provocateurs, saboteurs, or outright terrorists, impel an unsuspecting country towards chaos and turmoil, thereby creating new markets for Destro's weapons where none existed before. Their pay is a percentage of the gross sales. Holy crap. Imagine the slickest used car salesman you've ever met. Now imagine that he's also the trickiest accountant in the world. Got that? Try to picture what he would be like if that same guy was also a highly trained commando with expertise in explosives, small arms, and hand-to-hand combat. Top it off with the fact that no other mercenary group in the world wants them because of their history of turning on their superiors. That's what an Iron Grenadier is. I don't know, that last part, though, about turning on their superiors, that's kind of stupid. But the rest of it is definitely unique. But hey, like the color scheme on this guy though, this looks good. Destro's Elite Forces definitely have one of the better looks going for them. Although not as cool as the Iron Grenadier Bat was, this is still pretty awesome looking. I would not mind doing a good bit of troop building with these, and like with a lot of the different subseries in Cobra, I would love to see female versions put out. I think those would look pretty awesome too. But let's give them boobs, Hasbro. Let's see some more G.I. Joe figures with actual breasts. Stop hiding them. But you know what? Let me know what you guys think in the below. Let me know what you think in the upside down, everyone. But yeah, seriously though, let me know what you guys think about the designs here. I think it looks good. The gold, the red, and the black, and the dark gray, the charcoal gray, whatever. It all goes together really well. So that whole thing about the slickest used car salesman or whatever, it's spot on as far as style goes. But if you enjoyed this look at this figure, please feel free to subscribe. Go ahead and slick that like button. Oh, that just sounded gross. Thanks for watching. Peace and love.